The silence before the quarterfinals. Outside the stadium, the air was cool. Inside, it felt as if the entire place was on fire. The FIFA World Cup 2026 had reached its most delicate stage, the quarterfinals, where a single mistake could end the dream of reaching the final. Across 3 cities, in 3 different corners of the world, people were praying for their teams. This is the story of the night before the matches, when hope and fear breathe side by side. Match 1, Spain vs Belgium. In a small cafe in Madrid, an elderly man sat quietly in front of the television, holding a cup of tea. His name was Rafael, and he had watched every Spain match for the past 40 years. Old jerseys from different World Cups decorated the walls behind him, each carrying a memory of its own. "This time feels different," he said to his grandson Marcos, who sat across from him scrolling through his phone. "Spain's control, their possession, no other team can match it." Marcos looked up from his screen. "The numbers say the same thing, Grandpa. Spain are the favorites. Belgium will enter the match as underdogs." Rafael smiled, but old memories floated through his eyes. "My boy, I watched 2010. I remember the year when no one could underestimate Spain. But in football, statistics are only the first chapter of the story. Belgium have experience, old, worn, but dangerous experience. A team that isn't afraid of losing is often the most dangerous team of all." Marcos nodded. "So what do you think will happen?" "My heart says Spain will win," Rafael replied, taking the last sip of his tea. "But my experience says, let's wait until tomorrow evening. Football always keeps the final decision until the very last moment." Outside, young fans waved Spanish flags and sang victory songs as if the result had already been decided. Rafael watched them through the window and slowly shook his head, as though he knew the coming night would not be so simple. Match 2, Norway vs England. In London, a 9-year-old girl sat beside her father on the sofa wearing an England jersey that was slightly too big for her, but she proudly wore it because it carried the number of her favorite player. "Will we win, Dad?" Amelia asked, her eyes fixed on the television. Her father, James, smiled. "England are the favorites, sweetheart. The bookmakers, the experts, everyone says the same thing. But Norway have surprised everyone in this tournament. Remember when they beat Brazil in the group stage?" Amelia's eyes widened. "They beat Brazil. But they're the best team." "They were," James replied with a laugh. "In football, anyone can win on any day. That's why we love this game. If the stronger team always won, there wouldn't be any excitement." Amelia stayed quiet for a moment before asking softly, "So, Norway could win?" "They could," James answered, gently brushing her hair aside. "The predictions lean toward England. Our team is in good form, and we have experience in big matches. But Norway have the kind of passion that can bring down any giant. They have nothing to lose, and when a team has nothing to lose, they play with complete freedom." "I'm scared," Amelia whispered. James wrapped his arm around her. "It's okay to be scared. That's what football is all about. Whatever happens tomorrow, we'll watch it together." Outside the window, London's streets were quiet. But inside every home, the same question echoed. What will happen tomorrow night? Match 3, Argentina vs Switzerland. The celebrations had already begun in the streets of Buenos Aires. Argentina's fans had complete faith in their team, and even the predictions were on their side. Flags covered the walls. Football songs echoed from every cafe. The streets were filled with people wearing